Hey folks, welcome back. Tim here, Gamma VD. Another quick one today, fun one. I'm gonna take a little bit deeper dive into these spare tire bags that you see everywhere. Do you need one? Why do you need one? Do you not need one? What do you put in it? What are some differences on a few of these models out there? Let's check it out. Passenger vehicles. So background is, as you know, I've been wheeling Toyotas now 20 plus years. I bought this Trashero. I think these are the OG, the originals for this solution. Got this with the TLCA chapter here. We did a group buy on these. And I've had this one for probably 10 years. Used it maybe 10 times. It spends most of its time in the attic, not on the truck. But we're gonna look at what that looks like after a few uses, you know, some desert trips, etc. I'm also a vendor, of Overland vehicle systems. So I have their solution here. Looks a whole lot like the Trashero. We'll get a little bit into that in a second. And a third one, I am a dealer as well of Ironman 4x4. So I have the Ironman bag on display as well. And let's take a little bit deeper dive and check them out. All these bags attached to your spare tire pretty much the same manner. You're gonna have a couple of these big straps from the top. It's gonna go around. It's gonna snap into a buckle. And that's pretty much it. And they can expand, of course, and there's a lot of room inside. So in my case, I got a little shovel in there, but you can also run roto packs and things if you have our spare tire mount. You know, it's all compatible. So that said, let me show you the back of the Trashero. Pretty standard crisscross. But as you see, I broke one of these little clip guys. I don't remember when that broke, but the reality is it still pretty much works. And I've completed trips with that broken one. And then I've started new trips, remembering that I forgot to replace that. And here we still are. So I know this is something I could get through on the trail. I carry duct tape and baling wire. We're gonna be okay, but plastic things break. Not in the least bit upset by that. Just know that you should be prepared to deal with something like that with any of these products. Now on the OVS bag, it looks like it's almost exactly the same. Although these straps feel like they've got a little bit of a coating on them. They're a little more slippery than on the original Trashero. So I think that'll help keep some of the dust away. These clips do look a little bit different in design. I know these are pretty much stock products, but essentially same product here from how it attaches. Now things change up a little bit with Ironman as you have a big, I guess a big flap of material here that's gonna go on top of the tire. And again, two straps to crisscross. And then they've followed it up with a kind of a big belly strap, a big belt that I presume would go around the tire kind of sideways. So let's mount this guy up and just check it out. Okay, got the Ironman bag installed on the spare tire. Crisscross, buckles at the bottom. No real surprises there. Until I get to the center thing. And it's just not long enough. Check out the other side. Here's the other end of that strap. I'm at the end of my slack here. And I'm supposed to get to here. Good 16 inches short. And this is a 31 inch tire. I'm guessing that your tires are bigger than these. So I don't know what the intent of this thing was. I kind of don't get it. All right, a few minutes later, maybe I got it. I ran it through the actual wheel and I had to take the buckle off to do it because of course in these old 40 rims, there's not a big gap, but you know, the newer aluminum rims won't be an issue. And this must be what they had in mind, right? You're not gonna go around the tire with this strap, but instead you're gonna go through the rim or through the wheel there. And you know, that said, this guy is on there. So maybe I take back all the mean things I said about him a couple minutes ago. But anyway, let's move on. Now, what drove me to the Ironman product to begin with was two things. One was its unique shape, a little more rectangular, squarish, as opposed to a big old floppy bag like you see on the other two. And it also has these side bags. And I thought, you know, one thing that no one's really talking about in this space is recycling, and an easy spot to stick, you know, a bunch of crushed up cans, you know, some glass, plastic, that kind of thing. We're really good at throwing anything and everything into the trash bin, but there's not a whole lot of segregation going on, at least in the campouts that I've seen. So that's kind of a unique of the Ironman that I like. Now on their website, they show you actual recovery gear going in here. There's a picture of a guy with a strap and you know, screw pin bull shackle going right in there. I'm not sure I need all that weight out here flapping around as I'm bouncing down the road, but you know, they want you to do it. So anyway, this does have a unique feature with these two side bags that I think are at least worth considering on this product. Touched on it a little bit with recovery equipment. The question is, what am I even supposed to put in these things? First, most obvious answer is trash, right? The name Trashero sort of leads you into that. But here on the OVS model, same size as that one, you know, nice big trash bag. And trash on the outside of the rig for multi-day trips can be really wonderful, especially when you have dogs. Yeah, you guessed it, poop, and really human poop now. You should be packing that out probably in most cases as well, especially in the real backcountry. So it's nice to have that not inside, but outside of here. This guy, the Ironman, a little bit smaller, but again, you don't have that much trash, hopefully. So this is certainly appropriate for, you know, multiple days with one family. I don't see why you would need to have more trash like that. You know, learn how to smash things, burn the paper towels instead of throw them away, etc. So trash first and foremost. Now I clipped the Trashero up here real quick because I want to make one point, in that there is probably no nastier place on the vehicle than the back of a spare tire. This guy has been on some trail runs. You can see the dust just coming off of it. This thing is gross. It is the instant dirty hands, no matter where you are in the trip. It's going to be nasty. So just keep that in mind. I wouldn't put recovery equipment here. I don't know that I want to do that. I definitely wouldn't put food in here. I wouldn't want to put anything in here that's really not just kind of rubbish and trash, because it's going to get trashed anyway. That said, I do give Ironman credit for using this weatherproof, kind of glossy, you know, coated material as opposed to canvas or the waxed canvas of the other two models we're looking at here. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say this looks a whole lot like the Rightline gear bags, or the now Climate branded Rightline gear bags. The zipper still sure looks similar to those products, and the way they put the Velcro, or you know, hook and loop around the zipper is reminiscent of some of those duffel bags as well. So it is nice for hosing off. It, you know, Armor All or whatever you use will really clean it up in a hurry. Dust kind of has a way of just getting into that canvas and never really coming out. So that is a nice advantage of this shorter, smaller Ironman guy compared to the other two. So just kind of consider that when you're making your purchase decision. A little bit deeper into the Ironman here. Again, I think they nailed it with these side bags. I really like the added storage. Remember, it is mesh, so that strap is just going to get coated in trail dust. No, not doing it, but perfect for an empty beer can. Geez, all day. The lid here, I think they overcomplicated this, and I don't like it. I'll just be honest. The zipper is not necessary because it's just a trash bag. I just want to close this thing. I mean, the Velcro kind of does it, but really, just give me a strap. I can just kind of hook and flip it open, because now every time I got to open the trash, I'm doing this zipper, and I'm sure that zipper isn't up for the challenges that I have in store for it. And then we got to do this Velcro, and literally it's a project now to get in and out of this thing, and I think that sort of takes the utility out of it. The whole point is that it's supposed to be easy. So let me show you the alternative. Put the Trashero back on, and Overland Vehicle Systems product is going to be the same for all of this. Again, these things, hard to tell the difference other than materials. But the idea is you unclip this, you flip the flap open, and here's your trash bag. And you put the trash in there. You know, you're done for the one time you want to throw something away, you can maybe put it like that. If it's raining or something, you know, if it starts getting windy, put a buckle on it. When you're ready to go the next day, you kind of wad this up, and again, you just clip it on there. And then anytime throughout the trip, sometimes I've been known to just like sneak something, you know, a little Cliff Bar wrapper or something like that. I'll sneak it in there, deal with it later. You know, bigger event, you know, plate or something, go ahead and get the bag out again. So really easy in and out with just that flap on there. And I noticed that both of these have this kind of smoothish coating on there, I guess, so it doesn't get all mustardy, you know, or gunked up with whatever your garbage is. On this one, it's black. No, on the Trashero, they continued that throughout on the inside. And this is actually still in really nice shape here. I've had other bags where this gets all kind of separated and nasty, but that's not the case in the Trashero. It's really holding up well, even though for some good use. On this one, it's all just wax canvas in and out, so you're not going to see any coating on the inside other than the inside of that lid. The other feature that I use and really like about both of these products that's missing from the Ironman is there's a lid storage pouch here on the side. You open it up and it's a great spot for a spare trash bag, you know, one or two, plenty, or even a pack of, you know, little dog bags, because we need those on the trail, of course, so we can pack out after those little guys as well. So great spot for it. It's exactly where you need it, right on the side. And I was a little bummed it was missing from the Ironman product, but there you go. To be fair, the thing that I find almost useless on these things is this meshing along the sides. Again, I mean, look at the dust that comes off of this. I'm not going to put my gloves in here. I'm not going to put anything in there that I want to eat or even have on my hands later. So what is all this good for? Trash? Well, it really should go in there. I've tried to put cans in here and recycling, and you can see the holes that have been created in this as a result of that. It's starting to look like a used fish net. So I don't know why you need all of this, and you know, it's on both products. And I could say the same for the molly webbing. I'm not about to put my nice Outer Limit Supply first aid kit here, even though it would work, or anything from Blue Ridge Overland. Nice products there, but it's not like I want to put one of those on the dustiest place on my whole vehicle. So I don't know what this is for. Occasionally I've clipped like a bottle opener to it. You know, maybe while you're out you can stick something in there, but you don't want anything that's going to be nice sitting on this molly webbing. It's just going to get nasty. One last comment I'll make on the Trashero. Again, I've had this 10 years, but really it's only been used, we'll say 20 nights out of that time, not much. These straps that hold the lid down, and I've actually seen this on some other rigs too. I don't know what material they made these little belts out, but check this out. You can literally tear it with your hands. You saw the dirt come out of there. So probably a byproduct of just being hammered with some Moab desert dirt for a while, and a little bit of rain in the Colorado mountains, and snow and ice, and I don't think those elements are good for this material. Somehow it still holds. Well, no it doesn't. I was going to say it's still holding, but I think I just broke that for the last time. So anyway, this material was junk. At least after 10 years, it worked out, you know, for a little while. It worked just fine. But I still got one good one over here. So you know, we'll run this for another season. Now the material on the Overland vehicle systems looks a little bit wider, and it also feels like it's got a little bit more of a coating to it. So I am optimistic it will last better than this one did. But just something to point out on that product in particular. So I think we can wrap this up. I think we've said enough about some rear tire bags. Let me back up, we'll show you all three. So start with the Ironman. Unique shape, and it's got the side bags. Again, I think that's cool for recycling. Probably not cool for much else, but if that's of value to you, that's worth considering. Also, how this straps to the tire. Once I figured out they probably wanted you to run that third one through the wheel, it's actually really, really secure, more secure than the other two. So I do like that. I don't love how they complicated this lid. with both the Velcro and the zipper, making it more of a project to get in and get out of this. I think you're going to use it less because of that. And I really miss having that storage for backup trash bag. I think that is such a win on the other products. So that said, there you go. There's the Iron Man. And then of course Trashero, we've been over. You know, they still work when they start to wear out. They're still kind of doing it. And then I've upgraded now to the new one from the Overland Vehicle Systems. Last thing everybody wants to know, price. So you can buy a Trashero all day for 50 bucks. A lot of vendors out there selling them. They sell them on Amazon too, which kind of disincents any vendor from wanting to carry that product. But there you go, 50 bucks for that one. 65 for the Iron Man. So a little bit of a jump there, but if you like the material upgrade here and you like the side bags, I think that might push you in that direction. And then Overland Vehicle Systems, $90 for that guy. Occasionally it might go on sale. It's never going to get down to 50 though as a Trashero, but it does have the upgraded waxed canvas, a little bit nicer quality on the webbing of the straps. But other than that, same exact thing as the Trashero. So boy, I hope that was helpful to you. Couple questions. One is, should I even consider carrying one of these products? Is there value in it for me? I'm guessing no. Obviously, I'm an OVS dealer, I'm an Ironman dealer, I can get you one. But you know, with the slim margins on this things, I'm probably not gonna stock a bunch of these guys, at least not right off the bat, but tell me if you think I'm wrong there. Two, is there another bag that you think is out there that is so cool I should consider it, and maybe even put it head to head with one of these other products? If so, let me know what that is. Better yet, if that's your product, send me one. I'd be happy to review that and give you my honest feedback on all of its features. So that said, really appreciate you sticking with me today. Hope this was somewhat enjoyable to you. Thanks for packing out your trash out on the trail. That's what we all should be doing. And as always,